limited availability and exclusivity. Imagine being like, on our cruise, we went to the exclusive nacho buffet restaurant. So I'm trying to come up with a question that I know it's not gonna have a good answer for. Oh, I got one. I'm asking it, our cruise ship should have a camping area for extremely low budget travelers who wanna bring tents and cook their own food. How can we make that work? It's Sunday, May 21st, 2023, and on this week's edition of Sunday Sofatime, we're talking about an AI designed cruise ship. It's another beautiful, sunny spring day here in Hamburg, Germany. And if everything is going right, when you're watching this, I'm boarding the Nico Rhine Symphony cruise ship for a river cruise with my mom. You can go check out the Facebook page for the very unofficial travel guides or my Instagram account, which is at Mr. Morgan O'Brien, to see if it worked. There is a little bit of travel stress at the moment here because it's just school holiday time here in Germany. So I don't know. Maybe we didn't make it. I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. I travel all around the world to popular and not so popular tourist destinations to give you a very honest, unofficial look at what it's like to be there. And every Sunday I sit down here somewhere in front of the red sofa in my apartment to discuss a travel related topic. This week, like I said, it's going to be about using artificial intelligence to help design a cruise ship. What? How am I so sweaty already?
Does artificial intelligence make me nervous?
Artificial intelligence used to be something that was like very exclusive and not open to everybody, at least not in the way it is now. And now there are so many tools that people can use for a wide variety of different functions. Graphic design, website design, there's so many. I'm not gonna go into all of them. I'm just gonna tell you about the one we're gonna use today, and that is Chat GPT. A friend of mine told me about this a couple weeks ago, and it took me a while to just get around to trying it out. I just didn't know what it would be for, but now that I've tried it, I have to tell you,
it's pretty cool.
So what this basically is just, it's a chat website where you can ask it any question. You can type anything in there, I guess, as long as it's not too perverted in a way. And this chat, this robot, this artificial intelligence will discuss it with you. And I've tried it out a few times, and it's pretty crazy. In a way, what it is it's basically like searching the internet for answers to something, but the answers that you get are more of a conversational style than just like spitting out facts at you. And I've tried it out a little bit with just other random questions, and sometimes it's spot on, and sometimes it's totally random and pretty funny. And because this is a huge trend right now, I thought I would try it out and ask it questions to help design a new cruise ship. So we're gonna head back to the office right now, start up Chat GPT, and design a cruise ship. Okay, I'm back here in the office now on my big computer, and I needed to use the bigger computer, like I said, just because it has a bigger memory, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of screen recordings here. So this is what the interface to Chat GPT looks like. You have to create an account, and one nice thing about that is then you can save like the chats that you've done if you're brainstorming ideas or looking for advice or whatever. It has all these disclaimers and capabilities and stuff like that, and you basically just start writing with it, and then it talks to you. So I'm gonna put in here the following request. I want to brainstorm ideas for a new cruise ship. This should be a modern ship that caters to cool, relaxed, fun, and funny people of all ages, including the 50+ crowd that are young at heart, as well as families with kids that are extremely well behaved. This ship should have fun activities like bumper cars and water slides, as well as Broadway-style shows and fun nightclubs. First of all, what are some name ideas for what this new kind of cruise ship could be called? And then you just press go and let's see what happens. Here are some name ideas for your new cruise ship. Joyful Journeys, Fun Tide Adventures, Laughter Waves, Playful Paradise. Oh my gosh, how many is it gonna give here? Happy Horizons, The Giggle Cruise, Serene Seafarer, Amusement Voyager, Radiant Rhythms, Blissful Breakaway, Smiles at Sea, Chuckle Charters, Jovial Escape, Lively Liner, or Cheery Cruise. These names aim to capture the essence of a modern, fun-filled cruise ship that caters to people of all ages. They convey a sense of joy, relaxation, and entertainment, which aligns with the cool, relaxed, and fun atmosphere you described. All right, which of these should we take as... I mean, I kind of feel like none of these are really a name that I think would be appealing, but let's take the Radiant Rhythms. I kind of like that one. So I'm gonna say, great, let's take the name Radiant Rhythms. How many cabins should it have? It says here, the number of cabins on a cruise ship can vary greatly depending on the ship's size, layout, and target capacity. However, to provide a general idea, let's consider a mid-size cruise ship. And it's saying here, a mid-size cruise ship can typically, do you see how much, I mean, it's like giving me all this information. And it says in the disclaimer, it says, you know, this could be wrong. It could be also technically inappropriate, even though this is not for any kind of like rated R stuff, but it just says, you know, take everything that the chat says with a grain of salt. But it's saying here a mid-sized cruise ship typically accommodates around 2,000 to 3,000 passengers. Cabin configuration can range from single occupancy to large suites. To maintain a comfortable and spacious environment for your target audience, it would be ideal to allocate a good number of cabins for families, accommodating 4 or more guests, as well as cabins for couples or individuals. This allows flexibility in catering to both families with well-behaved children and older adults who may prefer a more relaxed atmosphere. For Radiant Rhythms, aiming for a total cabin count of around 1,200 to 1,500 would be a reasonable starting point. This number can be adjusted based on other factors such as the ship's overall size, amenities, and desired passenger capacity. I mean, it's not wrong. It's not bad. All right, so let's say here, Radiant Rhythms will, oops, I spelled have wrong, hold on. Radiant Rhythms will have 1,500 cabins in total. How many restaurants should be on board? To provide a diverse dining experience and accommodate the varied tastes and preferences of your passengers, it is recommended to have multiple restaurants on board the Radiant Rhythms cruise ship. The number of restaurants can depend on the ship's size and layout, but here are some suggestions. And look at, I mean, it's like it knows about cruising. I don't understand how all this information works and how it's so conversational, but here it is. It says you should have a main dining room, which is a spacious and elegant main dining room can serve as the ship's primary restaurant, offering a wide range of cuisines and a formal dining experience. A buffet restaurant, which is a casual style buffet, can provide a variety of options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, catering to different tastes and dietary preferences. Specialty restaurants, I'm gonna just kind of skip through this. Casual dining options, and a poolside grill. Well, sounds good to me. What does it say here about the poolside grill? A poolside grill or barbecue area can offer quick and tasty options for passengers enjoying the outdoor amenities, and it can include items like burgers, hot dogs, grilled seafood, and refreshing beverages. In total, a cruise ship the size of Radiant Rhythms could feature around 8 to 12 dining establishments, including a mix of dining rooms, specialty restaurants, casual dining options, and poolside grills. This variety ensures that passengers have ample choices and can enjoy different dining experiences during their cruise. It's so right. I want to add a Mexican restaurant to the Radiant Rhythms, so I want to add a Mexican restaurant to the Radiant Rhythms. Sorry, I keep saying Radian. I want to add a Mexican restaurant to the Radiant Rhythms that has a world-famous nacho buffet bar. Can you help me come up with the text that should be on the website describing this dining venue? Let's see what comes up here. Certainly, here's a description for the Mexican restaurant with the world-famous nacho buffet bar on board the Radiant Rhythms. Welcome to Casa Del Nacho, the vibrant Mexican culinary paradise on board the Radiant Rhythms cruise ship. Prepare your taste buds for an explosion of flavors as you embark on a journey through the rich and diverse cuisine of Mexico. Oh, this is long. Indulge in the warm and inviting ambience of Casa del Nacho, where the vibrant colors, festive decorations, and lively music transport you to the heart of Mexico. Get ready. Oh, I can't read it this fast. Stop. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna skip here. It says, but the true star of Casa del Nacho is our world-famous nacho buffet bar. Imagine a bountiful spread of crispy tortilla chips topped with a rainbow of mouth-watering ingredients. Dive into a symphony of flavors as you pile on the finest melted cheeses, zesty salsas, tangy guacamole, succulent meats, and an array of fresh toppings. Whether you prefer a mild or fiery kick, there's a nacho creation waiting to satisfy your cravings. This is really not bad at all. It's so surprising. Indulge in the bold and authentic flavors of Mexico as you savor traditional favorites like sizzling fajitas, tantalizing enchiladas, flavorful tacos, and refreshing margaritas. Our menu caters to all taste buds, offering options for both meat lovers and vegetarians alike. All right, I'm gonna ask it like a really, sort of ridiculous question and just see what it comes up with here. Great, I want the price for dining at the Casa del Nacho to be around $99 per person in addition to the price of the cruise. How can I justify this to the passengers? Really curious to see what it comes up with here. To justify the dining price of $99 per person at Casa del Nacho, in addition to the cost of the cruise, you can highlight the following key points to the passengers. That is authentic culinary experience. Emphasize that Casa del Nacho offers an authentic and immersive Mexican dining experience. The restaurant takes pride in sourcing high-quality ingredients and preparing traditional dishes with attention to detail. This makes me laugh because when I reviewed the Mexican restaurant on Virgin Voyages, I mentioned that it was surprising to me that they didn't have things like nachos and burritos and things like that, that most of the people that I know, when they want to go out for Mexican food, they would expect to see things like that. And I mentioned things like that, and I got a lot of flack for it in the comments because people were saying, well, that's not authentic Mexican food, and what they're offering on Virgin Voyages is actually authentic regional Mexican food. And so that's why I'm laughing about this, that a Mexican restaurant famous for its nacho bars, the chat is saying that we should emphasize that it's an authentic Mexican dining experience, but I don't know if a nacho bar would qualify as authentic. It's saying also here, emphasize the world famous nacho bar. Explain that the price offers unlimited access to the nacho buffet, allowing passengers to indulge in a wide variety of topping sauces and flavors. This exclusive feature adds value and creates a memorable dining experience. That would be memorable to me, but I still would not pay $99 for it. Skilled chefs and craftsmanship, exceptional service and ambiance. Emphasize the impeccable service and vibrant ambiance that awaits passengers at Casa del Nacho. I just still can't get over that name. That's not the best name. Describe the attentive staff dressed in vibrant attire who go above and beyond to assure a delightful dining experience. Highlight the lively atmosphere, festive decorations, and authentic music that contribute to the overall ambiance, making it a memorable part of the cruise journey. Oh, this is a good one. Limited availability and exclusivity. Imagine being like, on our cruise, we went to the exclusive nacho buffet restaurant. Create a sense of exclusivity by mentioning that Casa del Nacho has limited seating capacity to provide an intimate and comfortable dining experience. Emphasize that this exclusivity enhances the overall value and allows for personalized attention to each guest. Additional perks and enhancements could include complimentary signature drinks, live entertainment, or unique dessert offerings. You know, honestly, this is really not bad. I was expecting this to be a little bit more silly or wrong, but this is not that far off. All right, I want to ask it about how we can be sure that only families with well-behaved kids are going to show up on this cruise, and we're going to do that right after this commercial break. Did you get one? What was it about? Write it in the comments below if you wanna. All right, I have typed in here, speaking of families, how can we be sure that only families with excellent parenting skills and extremely well-behaved children end up as our customers? I'm really curious to see what it comes up with here. And like I said, I was expecting this to be way more silly and funny, and I'm kind of shook at how right on it's been so far. All right. The chat says, ensuring that only families with excellent parenting skills and well-behaved children become your customers can be challenging. Say that again. As it's difficult to have absolute control over the behavior of potential passengers. However, you can implement certain measures to create an environment that appeals to responsible families and encourage positive behavior on board. Oh, it's writing so much again. This is so crazy. It's saying family-focused marketing. Establish clear policies, so clearly define and communicate your expectations for guest behavior in family areas and throughout the ship. Develop a code of conduct that encourages respect, consideration, and good manners. Ensure these policies are easily accessible and clearly displayed on your website, pre-cruise materials, and onboard signage. This is so good. Number 3, screening or application process. Can you imagine if you had to go through a screening process in order to be accepted to be on a cruise? All right, this is the kind of sort of over-the-top stuff I've been looking for. Consider implementing a screening or application process for families during the booking stage. This can involve a questionnaire or interview to gauge the family's expectations, previous cruise experience, and their approach to parenting. While this may not be foolproof, it can help identify families who align with your design criteria. I mean, I think that yes, that could work, but I also think that that would never be allowed. And if you tried to run a cruise line with that, I'm sure probably no families would book with you, but the ones that would be the right ones. Pre-cruise communication, onboard family liaisons. Okay, what does it say here? Designate dedicated staff members such as family liaisons or ambassadors who are responsible for engaging with families and promoting positive behavior. These individuals can serve as points of contact for families, offering guidance, organizing family-oriented activities, and addressing any concerns or issues that may arise. Okay, number 6 is very interesting. I know from my experience working with children and youth, rewards and recognition is a very useful tool to support positive behavior. It says implement a rewards program that acknowledges families who consistently demonstrate excellent parenting skills and have well-behaved children. This can include special perks, certificates of recognition, or exclusive access to certain activities or events on board. Positive reinforcement can motivate families to maintain good behavior and set an example for others. It's important to note that even with these measures in place, it's impossible to guarantee that all families on board will meet your criteria perfectly. However, by implementing these strategies, you can create an environment that encourages responsible behavior, attracts families who prioritize well-behaved children, and fosters a positive atmosphere for all passengers. So, can you imagine if you're on a cruise and the water slides are closed on the first day and only families with children who pass a certain behavioral test or something like that earn a pass to ride the water slides on the rest of the cruise?
Could be tricky.
Let's talk about activities. What should be the 5 funnest, coolest, most exciting activities on board the Radiant Rhythms? Number 1, the Aqua Adventure Park. Create a thrilling water park experience on board, complete with high-speed water slides, twisting water chutes, splash pools, and a lazy river. This Aqua Adventure Park offers exhilarating aquatic fun for passengers of all ages, providing a refreshing and exciting way to beat the heat. 2, a bumper car arena. Very good idea. The bumper cars on board the Quantum class of ships from Royal Caribbean. So much fun. 5, Broadway-style shows. Agree with that completely. 4, skydiving simulator. Absolutely, that is the skydiving simulator that I did on the Anthem of the Seas is not only one of the favorite things I've ever done on a cruise ship, but maybe one of my favorite sort of adventure activities I've ever done, ever. And fun-filled nightclubs. Let's brainstorm nightclub name ideas. Certainly, here are some nightclub name ideas for the Radiant Rhythms cruise ship. Electra Beats, Starlight Groove, Moonlit Fusion. Oh my gosh, it comes up with so many here. This is, I could kind of sit and do this all day. I just think this is so interesting. And like I said, I was expecting it to be way more silly. So I'm trying to come up with a question that I know it's not going to have a good answer for. Oh, I got one. I'm asking it, our cruise ship should have a camping area for extremely low budget travelers who want to bring tents and cook their own food. How can we make that work? If this comes up with a reasonable answer for this, I'm going to be really surprised. It says here, a designated camping zone. Allocate a specific area on the ship, preferably outdoors, where travelers can set up their tents. Ensure the area is safe, secure, and has proper amenities, such as access to restrooms and shower facilities. 2, basic amenities. Provide essential amenities like access to potable water. It's kind of just suggesting things that you would need for any campground here. I thought this would be funny. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go a little bit further with this. I'm gonna ask it something that's not necessarily family friendly. We're gonna make this like a PG-13 question, so if you don't think that that's right for you, skip ahead a couple minutes. Every Thursday night will be swinger night at the campground. How can we explain that in the daily planner to the cruise passengers? Oh my gosh, it's even getting this right. When explaining special events like swinger night at the campground to cruise passengers, it is crucial to be sensitive, respectful, and mindful of the diverse audience on board. Here's an example of how you can communicate this event discreetly in the daily planner. Thursday night social gathering. Embrace your unique night. Join us for an exclusive themed event at the campground designed for open-minded individuals who appreciate an alternative social experience. That's a good way to explain what swinger night would be. This event offers a relaxed and inclusive environment for like-minded guests to engage in friendly conversations and enjoy a night of camaraderie. Please note that this event follows a specific theme and encourages self-expression and open dialogue. Attendees are kindly requested to respect individual boundaries and maintain the ship's code of conduct. For more details and location, please refer to the daily planner or contact our onboard guest services. Participation is optional. Very good. And we encourage all guests to join activities that align with their preferences. Gosh, it's just so good. By providing a discreet and respectful description of the event, you inform passengers about swinger night without being explicit. This approach allows individuals who are interested in attending to seek additional information while ensuring that those who are not interested can easily identify other activities available during that time. The emphasis on respect, boundaries, and optional participation helps create a comfortable environment for all passengers. Well, I cannot get it to suggest something that's silly. This has been like actually really useful. I mean, of course I'm not planning a cruise ship, but I could do this. I could do this all day. I just find this so interesting. I can think of so many possibilities where this could be useful if you're trying to like come up with ideas for something or get some project started. It doesn't cost anything. I'm not being sponsored by it. But I just think this is really cool, and I'm trying to think of other fun ways that we could sort of manipulate this into entertaining us. If you have any ideas of what we could ask this for as far as like travel related questions and stuff, or if we want to go really far into like the absurd, let me know in the comments below and we'll do another one of these sometime soon. And speaking of comments, now will come the time on Sunday Sofa Time where I comment on your comments live on air. In last week's Sunday Sofa Time, where I also sat down here beside the couch instead of in front of the couch like I traditionally do, I talked about how I wanted to kind of apologize to Virgin Voyages because the first couple videos I made about Virgin might have turned a lot of people off from wanting to try them. And now that a little bit of time has gone by since our Virgin Voyages cruises, I just kind of realized I would kind of like to do one again. So I just felt the need to point that out. Anyways, these comments are on that video. The first one is from Cotton. Cotton writes, I had fully decided to become a Virgin loyal cruiser. Then I found out they don't have casinos. Being an introvert, all these group parties just don't appeal to me, but I can have a love affair with a slot machine. Too bad, so sad. Wish Virgin had gambling. Well, Cotton, you have been wrongly informed. The Virgin cruise ships most definitely have casinos, and I have also played a lot of slot machines on my Virgin cruises, so I don't know who you've been talking to, but
they're wrong.
Next comment is from Craig Waitman. Craig writes, P&O do have an adult-only ship, but Iona and Arvia are so much bigger and nicer to cruise on. Yeah, I know Virgin is not the only adults-only cruise line, and to tell you the truth, we cruised once on the Disney Dream, and as far as areas reserved just for adults, I've never been on a non-adults only cruise ship that had a bigger adults only selection than the Disney Dream. And I know that surprises a lot of people. So if you're in the mood for a cruise without kids, Virgin Voyages isn't the only option, but there are things that make Virgin definitely more appealing than some of the other adults only ships, I think. Maybe I should do a video about that. What do you think? And the final comment is from Dana Sandoval. Dana writes, sorry, still don't think we would enjoy Virgin Voyages. We like the entertainment on Royal the best and their cruises. Yeah, the entertainment on Royal is 180 degrees different than the entertainment on Virgin Voyages. Dana also writes, don't feel strange about missing your cat still so much. I lost my Annie dog 6 weeks ago and still cry daily. The pain doesn't go away, you just adjust to it. We even took a cruise thinking it would help. I did enjoy the cruise, but cried there too. And coming back home, it hit very hard, so I understand. Dana's talking about last week, I realized that this hair, it's still here. This is from our cat Chili, who left us last September. And actually, yeah, we went on a cruise the next day, and it did help sort of that initial shock. But when we came home and had to decatify the apartment, that was rough. And so many of you have written either on Facebook or now on YouTube to say, that you've also recently lost a pet, or that when you lost a pet that you find hairs everywhere, and these are these little memories and signs that they're still here and that we love them. And I guess I'm gonna get emotional now. But yeah, losing a pet is hard. And, if you love any person or any pet, like we love Chili, then yeah, or like you loved your dogs or your cats or your furry friends or whatever, it's always hard. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But thanks for reaching out, everybody who reached out to say, you know what it's like, and I know what it's like, and I'm glad that with my videos, I can help also distract you and maybe put a smile on your face if you're going through that kind of pain and loss right now. That's also a part of my job that I really enjoy, that I can just entertain people for a while. Like I said, make sure you go check out Facebook and Instagram if you want to see if we made it on the ship and what the ship looks like. If you don't want to wait for the videos to show up here on the YouTube channel, make sure you check out Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship if you want to give me a little extra support, or go to patreon.com/veryunofficial, and I'll be back here soon. Bye-bye.